Alana D asks, who is going to buy gold from us when it goes up to its true value? Why would anybody buy it when it is so expensive? Well, if you think about the Depression for a moment, right? Not many people had money, but all money does not evaporate. So if you think about, you see these horses behind me, and these are from the 1930s, and they're all hand colorized. And I think I have Seabiscuit. Isn't this? Yeah, this is Seabiscuit right here. And you might recall that Seabiscuit, if you, whoever won that and Seabiscuit happened to win a prize of $100,000. Now that might not seem like much money today, but during the Depression, that was a huge pot. So the point is, and even in Venezuela, that's in hyperinflation, 90% of the population is in abject poverty. I didn't say 100%. Wealth never disappears. It merely shifts location. So if you get poorer, somebody else gets richer. And when you have wealth, number one, you always want what nobody else can have but you because you have wealth. And number two, at that juncture, we're in hyperinflation like you're asking us, and there's overnight revaluation. Those guys, that's called the smart money. They are buying gold hand over fist because they know it's going to get worse. Why do you think global central banks have been buying massive amounts of gold, more than they ever have since they started tracking it? Because whoever holds the gold retains the power, the choice, and the purchasing power. It's not gold going up, it's the currency going down. That's what it really is. So that's why anyone and everyone that has the ability to do so. Look at Zimbabwe. I did a video on this in the last couple months or so, something like that, where now, after they've been in hyperinflation for so long and the country is basically decimated, they're coming out with a 1-ounce gold coin so that you can protect, the wealthy can protect their purchasing power. Because a normal person certainly can't afford the gold, but the wealthy can. So they would do that to hold it. It's not really expensive, just in terms of that currency, and it's all about perception. But it isn't really gold going up, it's the currency going down to zero. And at that point, let me tell you, we go into hyperinflation, people understand that very, very clearly. And Dave Q asks, many talk about a new monetary system based on some commodities or even a basket of commodities. Being that commodities often vary in value based upon a number of reasons, well, poor harvest, nations limiting productions, commodities being consumed, thus increasing rarity, etc. Could this be possible for any commodity other than gold or silver? No, not really. What happens when you have what they call of as a commodity currency is that you have those oil reserves, gold reserves, silver reserves, the commodity reserves, and so you could use it in that way, but it is not likely that a currency would be based on a basket of commodities for some of the reasons that you're talking about. But what I really want you to get is that once we went into this debt-based system that was controlled by corporations, because that's what a central bank is, it's a private corporation. And once we went into that system, they systematically converted every single asset to a Wall Street product, a tradable product. So a lot of what you see moving these markets has really nothing to do with poor harvests or nation limiting productions or commodities being consumed and thus increasing rarity. It has everything to do with traders wanting to make a buck and using those speculative derivatives to do it. They never take a possession of the underlying asset. But no, and gold is the primary currency metal, silver is the secondary currency metal. What's the difference between the two? Well, frankly, gold is recoverable. So we can account for about 98% of all the gold that has ever been mined. So gold is the only one, whereas silver gets used up in production, etc. So that's why gold became the primary currency metal. There isn't any other commodity that can come up and do the job that gold has done over all these years. But will they put gold back in it? Yes, because they're going to need to get our confidence again. Gold is the primary currency metal. It's what they do that overnight revaluation against, because the currency itself, the fiat money, the dollars, the euros, the yen, whatever it is, has no intrinsic value. And I've had so many people say, well, you can't eat gold. You're going to eat those pieces of paper, or even better, how about those digits that are kind of in the ethosphere? You're not eating that either. It's critical that you understand that physical gold, physical silver, has the broadest base of function. It is used in every single sector of the global economy. And so gold and silver have the broadest base of buyer. No other commodity can say that. And certainly no fiat money instrument can say that either.